what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 84 of the Road to Glory. I can't believe we've made it this far. But what I have promised you is that we'll make a massive signing at the start of this episode. And in order for a massive signing to take place, we're going to have to sell some pretty big players from the club that we're not really using right now. Ousmane Dembele and Ben Yedder have been sold, which means we are officially getting rid of the French team. They were about the only two players that I really needed to sell. I have sold Dembele, who, to be honest, was my super sub, but it allows me to buy this man right here. 300,000 coins for the link that completes the team. It is the German Emre Can from Liverpool, and just take a look at the card. It's nearly a member of Club 80, only his shooting is letting him down. Other than that, we've got crazy passing, dribbling, defending, physical. He's 6'2". He's going to be a monster, and I'm really happy that we've brought him in. I know a lot of you had probably guessed that if we were going to spend money on the team, it would be to bring that link in. You know, Gundogan was probably the worst player in the rest of that squad. Unfortunately, we've got to keep Koscielny to link off to Kante, but I would love to get someone different. I'd love to get like Ogbonna in or something. But of course, at this point in time, we've no longer got the coins to get someone like that, and it wouldn't work with the chemistry. I sold some remaining like contracts that I had and stuff, and obviously could put Gundogan up on the market to get my coins back on him. He's risen a little bit in price since we actually bought him, so we'll probably make a couple coins there. But there you have it, Emre Can. I mean, look at that midfield. Kante, Player of the Month, Dele Alli, Emre Can. Perfect. Loving it. And that is going to be our main squad now. I can, of course, still use the Premier League side, but because I've still got Aguero for now, and Emre Can would just slot in just fine. But yeah, massive signing. Emre Can, going to be a rock in our midfield. And we move on into some more weekend league gameplay. Of course, I played my first 3 games in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, highly recommend going and watch it. They were 3 very interesting games. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't seen episode 83 already. But Eto'o starts the game off in the 11th minute with a lovely finesse shot outside the box. He's so reliable from like that edge of the area situation. He's got a lot of power, so much accuracy. His finishing stats amazing as well. I love this Eto'o, man. He's such a great player. Really happy that we brought him in to our ultimate team. But this guy wasn't so bad, you know. He was kind of hold up the ball on the edge of the box with the LT, like the strength technique, where the players just constantly change direction. And I don't know how I didn't concede right there, but thank God for Hugo Lloris in that situation. We get kind of lucky with the bobble here. I whip the header in for Emre Can on his debut. Unfortunately, he nods it wide of the post. It wasn't fun. It wasn't good. Now, this was a completely different day to when I played my first 3 games. And I've got to say, all of the games that I play in this series, 2-0 by the way, had not crazy button delay, but the servers didn't feel amazing. It was, and I could tell that both me and my opponent were experiencing the same thing. But yeah, it wasn't like the exact FIFA I wanted to play. Some of my passes went askew, and as did my opponent's. He decides to quit at half time, by the way, literally going to the break. He'd obviously had enough already. This was at like midday on Sunday when I was playing this stuff. So he'd obviously got up early, played some FUT Champs, and got a bit stressed out already. Whereas this is literally my first game of the day. So we're now 3 for 1. Pretty good ratio. I would take that all the way through. But of course, we're not going to be able to play all 40. I literally don't have the time. But I wanted to get a bunch of games on the, you know, on the radar. Make sure I earn some coins for the Road to Glory, because of course we've lost quite a bit in Samuel Eto'o. I apply a squad fitness, go into a new game against this. That's a nice team. Standout players being Pogba, 88 Hamsik. We've got the 87 Mane, in for Martial, and the premium SBC El Shaarawy. So this was a guy who would change his... He changed his formation in-game so that obviously those players were all in better positions and stuff. 4-4-2 isn't the greatest of formations on here. Doesn't really matter though. 17 minutes in, Abubakar doing a madness and scoring a lovely goal. I had actually done that Berber spin once or twice before, but not quite got the shot right. And it just so happens that every time my opponent was falling for it. So I knew at that point in time that I needed to Berber spin rather than carry on with my run. It just worked out well for me. But this guy was not the greatest of defenders, but he was so good in front of goal, And by that, I mean he held the ball around my area really well. You're seeing some of the shots that he's actually managed to put wide of the post. How he wasn't more clinical, I don't know. Like that, this is me levels of player right now. Like unclinicalness, I guess. It's probably not even a word. But Eto'o showing that he's been clinical in this particular game. Puts me 2-0 up right there. Points to his number on the shirt, which is, of course, number 9 for Sammy Eto'o. That was a tidy finish. He held off the defender really well and just a low-driven sort of finesse-style shot. And, I mean, look at that. That passing play was magical. I would have got the penalty if I had have missed the shot, I'm pretty sure, because he completely wipes me out. And then Emre Can takes the shot, proving that he's not quite Samuel Eto'o in front of goal. But so far, I've actually quite liked Emre Can. Him and Dele Alli and Kante in that, like, as my main workhorses in midfield. Oh my god, it's like nearly the perfect midfield for me. Unfortunately, I can't afford premium SBC David Luiz on this account, but Jesus, it's so much better now. He's so much better than Gundogan, and I'm actually really happy with the purchase. Abubakar gets into the box. That's some superb dribbling there. We got lucky with a couple of little bobbles, but there was some great LTRT dribbling to just weave it past a couple of defenders there and to stick it into the back of the net to go 4-0 up. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. You know, 4-0, huge scoreline in Weekend League. Shows that I've obviously got some sort of talent, right? Maybe, I don't know. But he pauses the game and decides that midway through the second half, 4 goals to come back from. Probably a little bit too much. I would have probably quit at 3-0 at half-time, to be fair. So he stuck it out a little bit longer. But we're up to like 4 wins now. 4 wins and only 1 loss against someone who was very, very good, I must admit. Well, it was better than me anyway, by like to the tune of 6 goals to 2, I think it was. So it's time to just apply a squad fitness. That's what we've got to do now, because this is our main team. And we will go on into another match. Emre Can starting off very brightly. Podolski, 14 games played for the club. Abubakar the same. And then Eto'o is currently on 16 goals and 2 assists in 14 matches. Very good return from him so far. We do come up against an old school FUT birthday throwback strike force of Darren Bent and Agbonlahor. He's also got the latest central Scott Sinclair, who I really rate, and just a nice Prem team behind that. So he was a player that I needed to take seriously, not overlook, because my squad probably is slightly better in, you know, when actually looking pen to paper at the teams. I play it short, whip it in from a corner. Who's going to be there? It is Eto'o. Hits the post this time, and it just drops to Emre Can. And like 3 games into his career at the club, he has managed to stick the ball in the back of the net and get a goal for us. So that's really good. Happy that he's started off right in the team. And I mean, it's the worst goal you'll ever score, but he did score it nonetheless. He also plays a nice ball out to Abubakar, who does a bit 1-2 work with Dele Alli. And I wanted that to go in so bad, but I just hit it wrong and it went wide of the post, unfortunately for me. Agbonlahor takes the shot, forcing a good save at Alaris. That was his weak foot as well, I'm pretty sure. And then Scott Sinclair kind of doing a similar thing again. This guy was alright at his long shots, but that was probably because I wasn't letting him through as much. You know, I was actually defending quite well here. I whip it into Dele Alli. Too much power behind that header means that we are going to go 2-0 up here before half-time. And again, we're running off to the camera. I like to put these sort of things in my thumbnail, so I pretty much always run to the camera as my celebration on this account now, because I just think I like the graphics and how they look when the players actually do the celebration to the camera. So 2-0 up at half-time. Feeling good, looking good. Lallana with another one of my opponent's long shots. This time he hits the post. It was past my goalkeeper, admittedly, but the post stopped him that time. Abubakar then spots Dele Alli again, getting through on goal here. He's just got to sweat it across to Lucas Podolski. It doesn't go how I envisaged it in my head, but we get the goal anyway, so I don't care. And then Podolski runs up to the camera and really starts giving it the big one to this guy. On his 2-star weak foot, he somehow sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and we get a nice 3-goal lead. Podolski then plays it off to Emre Can, who's in the box. He just cuts it back to Podolski, who whips it round, takes the shot, but it is blocked by Smalling on this occasion, and my opponent can get the ball away. Podolski then lays it off to Ashley Cole. What is he doing up there? But Butland makes a good save. And it's kind of looking like we're just going to keep this 3-goal lead, which we eventually do, and we do win this game 3-0. Another solid performance. I'm pretty sure that puts us up to 5 wins and 1 loss at this point in time. So yeah, very solid today. We've literally won all 3 of the games in today's episode, which is fantastic. We're now up to 5 wins in total, which means we're in bronze 1, which is kind of where I would normally stop, but I did have some more time, so I wanted to put some more games into it for you guys. This is a good way to stop if you just literally want to get a quick 5 wins and stop playing, because you get like, I think 7.5k in a 25k pack, which is decent rewards really for just winning 5 out of 6 games. But yeah, we've made the massive signing. We've brought in Emre Can. I hope he was the player that you wanted me to bring in. I know a lot of people in the comments a few episodes ago were like, bring in Emre Can, he would complete the team. So definitely happy that we've done that. If you've enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to show your support by smashing a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day, most importantly, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.